some offers change your life not because of the money, but because of the moment you hear them. This is the story of one such offer spoken by a lonely CEO with tired eyes and a guarded heart, and answered by a kind stranger who never expected to become the reason she believed in love again. It begins with $10,000, a week-long promise, and two broken people who thought kindness was something the world no longer gave freely. Before we begin, take a quick moment to support your channel name. If stories about kindness, love, and unexpected human connections touch your heart, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support helps these stories reach more people who might need them today. Evelyn Carter was a CEO by every visible measure. At 42, she ran a powerful tech company in Chicago, lived in a glass penthouse overlooking the river, and signed deals worth millions without breaking a sweat. People admired her confidence, feared her authority, and assumed she had everything. But every night, when the city lights reflected off her windows, Evelyn sat alone. Her husband had passed away 6 years earlier from a sudden heart condition. After that, love became something she locked away. Work filled the silence. Success masked the pain. And kindness, though she admired it in others, felt like a language she no longer spoke fluently. One Thursday evening, exhausted and emotionally drained, Evelyn left her office later than usual. Rain poured down in sheets and traffic crawled. She asked her driver to stop at a small neighborhood diner she used to visit years ago back, when life felt simpler. Inside, the diner was warm and quiet. A man behind the counter wiped tables with careful attention, humming softly. He looked about 45, wearing a simple flannel shirt, jeans, and worn boots. His name tag read Daniel. Evelyn sat in a booth near the window. When Daniel brought her coffee, he smiled, not the polite smile of customer service, but a genuine one. "Rough night?" he asked gently. She nodded without thinking. "Long life," she replied. Daniel chuckled. "Those can be heavier than long days." Something about his calm presence made her stay longer than planned. They talked. Nothing deep at first: weather, food, the city. But when she mentioned her late husband, Daniel didn't interrupt or rush her. He simply listened. That kindness stayed with her. The next week, Evelyn faced a problem she couldn't solve with money or power. Her late husband's parents were visiting for the anniversary of his death. They were traditional, loving, and deeply worried about her loneliness. They had been asking gently but persistently why she hadn't moved on. Evelyn wasn't ready to explain her grief again. She just wanted peace. That evening, she found herself back at the diner. Daniel was closing up when she spoke the words that shocked them both. "I'll give you $10,000, she said quietly. "Be my husband for a week." Daniel froze, dish towel in hand. "I'm sorry. What?" She took a breath, her voice steady but vulnerable. "Just pretend. Dinner, a few events, my in-laws. Nothing physical. I just need someone kind, someone real." Daniel stared at her, trying to understand. He wasn't desperate for money. He lived modestly, cared for his elderly mother, and believed in honesty above all else. "You don't need to pay someone to pretend to care," he said softly. Evelyn's eyes filled with tears. "I know, but I don't know how to ask for help without making it a transaction." That honesty broke something open in him. After a long pause, Daniel nodded. "I'll do it," he said, "but not for the money. Donate it to a children's charity instead." Evelyn blinked, stunned. No one had ever refused her money before. That was the first crack in her armor. For the next week, Daniel stepped into a world completely opposite his own. Tailored suits replaced flannel, fancy dinners replaced diner coffee. But he never changed who he was. He opened doors for her, asked how she was really feeling, complimented her not for her success but for her strength and compassion. At dinner with her in-laws, he spoke kindly of her late husband, honoring his memory instead of competing with it. He held Evelyn's hand when she grew quiet, not as an act, but as a comfort. One night, after a formal event, Evelyn broke down in tears in the car. "I forgot what this feels like," she whispered. "Being seen without being judged." Daniel didn't say much. He just listened, the way he had that first night in the diner. By the end of the week, the deal was over. On the final day, Evelyn handed Daniel an envelope, not money, but a handwritten letter. Inside, she thanked him for reminding her that kindness still existed without conditions. Daniel smiled. "You reminded me that love doesn't always disappear. Sometimes it just waits." They hugged, a simple, honest hug. Daniel walked back to his diner life, expecting that to be the end. But kindness has a way of circling back. 2 months later, Evelyn showed up at the diner again. No driver, no suit, just a sweater and hope in her eyes. "I'm not here to make a deal," she said. "I'm here to ask, can we start something real?" Daniel smiled, the same gentle smile from the first night. This time no money was offered, only time, patience, and kindness. They took things slow. Coffee turned into walks. Walks turned into shared dreams. Evelyn learned that love didn't have to hurt to be meaningful. Daniel learned that kindness could exist even in the most powerful places. Evelyn didn't stop being a CEO, but she started being more human. She treated her employees with deeper compassion. She funded community programs. She made space for kindness in boardrooms once ruled by cold numbers. And Daniel? He eventually left the diner to manage a small charity cafe. Evelyn helped open one that trained and employed people rebuilding their lives. Their story wasn't about money. It was about two people who chose kindness, when it would have been easier to stay guarded. And in that choice, they found something priceless. Sometimes, kindness shows up disguised as a strange request. Sometimes, love begins with listening. And sometimes, the smallest act of compassion can rewrite an entire life. If this story touched your heart, remember kindness doesn't require wealth or power. It only requires courage. Go out today and be kind. You never know whose life you might change, or who might change yours.